Hello, this is Steven with Steven's Train Room, and today I'd like to show you how Dick, my friend, and I do some of our rock work using Woodland Scenics products. So I hope you enjoy the short video, part one of part two. Giving will be up here soon. I'm finished doing my camping and all my other fun stuff I did this summer. It's time to get back to the railroad. And the first project is to go ahead and start staining all this rock work. Woodland Scenics, just going to go ahead and use their system. They recommend there are three basic color schemes that you're going to use for leopard painting. Would be 1 to 16 dilution, and the black, the overall color is going to be 1 to 32nd, followed up by the black going across it. So anyway, I have all this rock work to do, and we'll get started. Okay, so what I've got here is, for my beginning, I went with lightest, which is yellow ochre. Then I have burnt umber. My overall blend is raw umber, and then of course followed up by the black. So they talk about spraying with sealers and things like that. I don't, because I may want to add some colors to it a little bit later and blend them a little bit differently. So just going to give you an idea how I do it. Hope this helps you out. Just coming in here and dabbing it a little bit. Different colors. I really do like their plaster rock work. You really want true realistic rock, this is the way to go. And I know a lot of people like to fashion their rock work with styrofoam and plaster, and I guess I kind of like a little more of the detail look into it, so that's why I went and spent the extra money with the Woodland Scenics product as far as making my rock work a little more realistic. And like I said, I'm just like they show on their video, I'm just dabbing it on. You know, they say keep some white spots so you can blend it with your overall blend, which we're going to be doing here in just a minute or two. All right, and I'll be doing this same technique for the whole project, so I'm just going to show you a short video on this. All right, well, let's go ahead. We're going to do the overall blend before we add the black to it. So now you just kind of give it a little. And this is a thinner mixture. This is the one that's 1 to 32 roughly. So you can be quite generous with it if you want. And this will be covered with snow and branches and things, so I'm not too worried about holes that you're seeing. Okay, now I'd kind of like to add a little more of the lighter one here. Just dabbing it. Okay. All right, now we're going to go ahead and use our black wash to kind of fill in the cracks and the details. Go right up in here. And man, does that just bring it out. That just brings a pop into it when you add this wash. So they got good training on Woodland Scenics. You can't really make mistakes because you can always go back and erase it, as they say, with hot water and salt. And in just a matter of a few minutes, we have gone into our detailing. I call this kind of their amazing product of all products. They got great stuff, but this one's unbelievable. All right. And just to kind of blot this out, going with the lightest. And I also, a few minutes ago, went back and kind of painted in some of the plaster cloth. Doesn't have to be perfect again because I'll be putting some dirt on it and snow, so no reason for that. All right. Now these little trees here that Woodland Scenics make, they're really great if you want to put leaves on them. I tried to be cheap and just use the snow that you get in a bottle, and actually that's what they look. It's cheap. So the one I got here that you're looking at actually has their paste that they make, and it gives it a lot better detail and it looks a lot more realistic. So I'll do a couple of trees here in a little bit, but I'll just kind of finish up here. Again, I just a little closer up version of it. You can see how I leopardize it. So now we're going to do the overall. This kind of just again blends everything in. And yes, I have my wild moss that I got from the mountains already tacked down. I don't know, I guess it's just how I did it because it's going to be covered up again too with snow, and we'll be putting some brown toning into it because it's still green, and I thought after a half a year it would have bleached out, but it didn't. So we'll be changing that with, I don't know, some paint, or maybe try some of this and see if it works out. Okay, so now we got the basics covered. Let's go ahead and do the overall. And again, everything just starts to pop. Use their molds, use their product if you want a really nice looking detail. I'm not prototypical when it comes to the buildings or anything. So I just like to have fun, and I'm kind of more of a little more detail person. And I have winter scenes for most of my layouts because I live in Montana and half the year it's snow and not green, and I just decided to go with winter scenes, so that's why we're doing this. All right, so finish up here. Again, just a little more of the lightest of the tones. And I'd say that came out pretty good. I can go back, do a little more detailing and pressing in areas a little bit later, but that's how easy it is.